97% of organizations do not use Microsoft Teams channel effectively. And if your team still relies on chats or emails for day to day collaboration, then you're missing out on the real value of Teams. So, Microsoft has just released a new Threads feature channel layout, which is designed for effective collaboration inside of a Teams channel. And in today's video, we are going to take a look at why chats and emails fall short, how you can use this new Threads feature, and how it compares to the original Post feature. Hi, I'm Amy. Let's nerd out. If most of your team's collaboration happens inside of a Teams chat or within an Outlook email, you are not using Microsoft Teams the way that it was designed. And the problem is that chats and emails are not connected to a shared team space. So, for example, it's easy to forget to include someone in a chat or miss someone on an email thread. And if your team's conversations live in an email, then they are locked away in individual inboxes. So, if someone leaves the team or the organization, then those conversations are gone, or at least they are very hard to access. So Teams channels solve this by making conversations visible to everybody on the team. You can post in a channel and every team member can see it, jump in, and stay informed. You don't have to worry about forgetting to CC someone on an email or losing access to important decisions when somebody leaves your organization. Let's now break down when it is best to use a Teams chat, an email, or even a channel message. Chats are great for quick and informal updates like, hey, I'm grabbing a coffee. Do you want one? Or how was your weekend? Whereas emails are useful when you're collaborating with people that are outside of your team or your organization. But for day to day collaboration with your team members, channels are where the real teamwork should happen so that everything is transparent and accessible to everybody. But with that being said, the original way to collaborate inside of a Teams channel was via a post or an announcement where you needed to define your subject as well as a body of your message, and then you can post your message. So this created friction because there was a couple of extra steps and it wasn't as easy as just starting a conversation within the chats, which is why most organizations collaborate inside of a chat because it's easy. So Microsoft has just released a new Threads feature, which will allow you to collaborate inside of a channel with less friction, keeping everything together and in one place. So let's take a closer look at how we can set this up and use it effectively. So from the top, if we select the drop-down caret, then we can create a new channel. And in this creation process, you'll notice at the bottom here that we now have a new option for layout. And you'll notice that channel owners can change this at any time. So that is just something that's really important to keep in mind. The two options here are threads or posts. So we can set this up at channel creation, but we can also set it up for existing channels. We can hover over the channel, select the ellipses, and then go edit channel. Once again, we have that layout. If we change this to threads, we can save it. And we will notice that the tab at the top is now called conversation, whereas previously it was called posts. And then all of the messages in here have now updated. So the great thing is that all of your existing conversations still exist and you can toggle back and forth as you see fit for both of these layouts. A quick pause in today's video to say that my ebook, Navigating Microsoft Passages, is available for free for you to download. Inside, you will find a treasure map to help you navigate Microsoft 365 apps with confidence, increase your productivity and efficiency, and reclaim your time for meaningful work. I will include a link in the description, so be sure to grab your copy today. Now that we have set up the threads layout inside of our channels, let's look at how we can use this new feature to kickstart collaboration and also keep all of our messages neat and tidy. We can easily start a new conversation by entering a message. So it's similar to a Teams chat or even WhatsApp. It reduces the friction by not having to start a post and defining that subject. And at Amy's Animal Shop, we are planning our fall fair. We are going to start a conversation to polish off some details. So here we are in Mike's Teams, and you'll notice at the top here that there is a notice that says that the channel owner has set this channel to a threads layout. Just close that. Then at the bottom here, we can see the start of that new conversation. And if he hovers over the message, then this little chat icon is reply in thread. So this opens up a new conversation where you can have a side conversation about this topic in the thread area, and it will then keep your conversations area neat and tidy. So if Mike sends this, then we can see that there is one reply in this thread. And the thing is, as well, is that you are automatically going to follow threads that you are a part of, but you can unfollow them if you don't want to receive notifications, or if you aren't part of a thread conversation, but you still want to follow the conversation and receive updates, you can go and follow the thread. Back in my teams, you will see that I have an activity feed notification about this thread. But if we go back into the teams and just open it up there, and I can go and view that one reply. So now that Mike and I have made a decision, I want to draw your attention to this little send to. So here we have threads only. So that means that this response is going to be visible within the thread layout. But if you select the dropdown, then we also have a thread and a channel. So now that we have made a decision, we can send our message, and that message is now going to be visible within the channel message as well. It's still here in the thread, but this update is now visible in its own message. So that is how we can use the threads to have conversations inside of a Teams channel and also keep everything neat and tidy. Now that we've taken a look at how threads work, let's take a look at how they compare to posts and when you may decide to use one over the other. Posts are great for announcements and broad updates, whereas threads are better for dynamic, ongoing collaboration. So you can choose the layout when you are creating a channel. You can even change it later if you decide that one might be better than the other. So in summary, posts for announcements and threads for collaboration. This video covers one of 5 of the biggest Microsoft Teams mistakes that I see in my coaching clients. If you want to see my full tutorial on the 5 mistakes and how you can fix them, then check out this video here.